Out of all the inhabitants of the Mantah Corp Facility, one creature really stood out from the rest. That creature was the Smilodon, the first and so far only prehistoric mammal and non-Mesozoic creature ever recorded in the Jurassic lore. Throughout Season 4 of Camp Cretaceous, the Smilodon would antagonize the 6 campers until it was eventually eaten by the Spinosaurus. But where did it come from? Why was it created? How did it get to the Mantah Corp Facility? In today's video, I will be sharing a theory on the origin of Jurassic World's Smilodon. Sometime in 2016, the Smilodon was created by Mantah Corp, and it lived in the desert biome on their secret island. The Nublar 6 encountered it, and the creature attempted to kill them. It is unknown whether this creature was the only one of its species or if there were more than one of them, or whether or not other prehistoric mammals like the woolly mammoth, woolly rhino, or megaloceros were created. I will admit, the Smilodon felt very out of place in Camp Cretaceous and the franchise as a whole because so far it was the only prehistoric mammal to make an appearance in the franchise. What I don't understand is, why would Mantah Corp create a creature that would feel out of place on a dinosaur-infested island? What is a creature that only lived 10,000 years ago doing on an island filled with creatures spanning from 65 to 230 million years ago? Biosyn having Dimetrodons is one thing, because at least they feel like they would belong with the dinosaurs, despite going extinct just before the dinosaurs came along. Smilodon, on the other hand, seemed very out of place. Maybe there were other prehistoric mammals in the facility, or maybe Mantah Corp had something more sinister planned for the saber-toothed cat. Here's a theory that I have. Maybe there are other prehistoric mammals in the facility, and maybe Mantah Corp wanted to create a park with prehistoric mammals in it, beating both InGen and Biosyn to the punch. Mantah Corp is a relatively recent company rivaling the other two, and maybe they wanted to stand out from them. They created the Smilodon along with a bunch of other mammals including the mammoth, megaloceros, woolly rhino, megatherium, doedicarus, and many others. The other mammals reside on a different island while the Smilodon was transported to the main island for study. Perhaps the Smilodon was deemed too dangerous to be shown to the public, and Mantah Corp had to bring the specimen to their private island to study it. They were most likely trying to figure out how to modify the genome to make the cat not as aggressive. The experiment, of course, went wrong when the Nublar 6 ended up on the island because if they never showed up, the Smilodon would most likely be alive for study. Meanwhile, the other mammals are currently being shown to the public, for they prove to cooperate very well with people, much better than Jurassic World. But what are your thoughts on this theory of the Smilodon? Let me know in the comments section down below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.